Sandy here. I'm going to do a tour of my scrapbooking area today. It's in my family room, so I'll give you a quick tour of my family room. This is where I keep all of my scrapbooks. I've done a lot of them. I've been scrapbooking for 15 years, actually 16 years, and it took me 15 years to get all caught up with them, and I've been organizing my stuff for the last year. So this is my family room. I have a library on this side. That's my books, the sunlight there, and my collection of cats. And then this is my office area. That's where the scrapbooking area is. This is my daughter's side. And then this is the scrapbooking area, and we'll get back to that. And then I have another office on this side. It's a little dark down there. My daughter's books are down there. And my movies are down there. And then here we go around the room. This is my family room over here. There's a sunroom out there. And I'll zoom in. How do I zoom in? I collect Mickey Mouse. I collect a lot of things. So this is my family room, and it's wide open to my office area, and I love that because I can scrap all I want guilt-free. I keep this table here while I set it up and take it down for extra workspace. This is my daughter's side. A little messy sometimes, all the time. There's craft supplies here. There's my dog. This is completely full of ink and stamps, various kinds of stamps. I don't stamp. Those just sit there. I don't use those. They're on the other side of the room. And then, so over here, I have my paper. I only do 8.5 by 11 pages. I started with them 16 years ago. And I have a lot of ongoing sections. Each family member has their own section. The pets have their own sections, and their section just keeps going. So I keep it all the same size. I'm kind of staggering here. So this is where I keep my 8.5 by 11 paper. And then because I only do 8.5 by 11 pages, I have to trim down my pages. And I store all of my strips in this, and they're sorted by color. And I use this all the time because I am obsessed with making borders. And then I got so many strips. One day I made 137 of these borders. I just glued together some strips, and then I might decorate them some more when I actually use them. But I've got lots of borders. Put that back. And I keep everything right here within reach. This is where I sit. There's my paper trimmer. I've got 2 boxes of embellishments right here handy. There's my buttons and 3D embellishments. I keep those handy. It's so quick and easy to just put everything back. And I have this thing, and it's exactly 8.5 by 11, and I use that to mark where I'm going to trim my pages down to 8.5 by 11. I use nothing but glue sticks, so I keep newspaper here for backing. I keep some of my favorite, most used stencils right there. There's ovals and circles and rectangles. I don't use them a lot, but I keep the most used ones there. Then I keep my page protectors here. I only have 8.5 by 11. I buy them in bulk. And I keep my scissors right here. I use scissors. A lot of people don't use scissors much anymore, but I do. So they're nice and handy. I've got my regular scissors here, my glue sticks here, and I keep back up in the drawer. I keep my glue dots here, my paper punch, sharp blade cutters. This is my tool area, and pens to write with, Sharpies, markers, and on and on. So everything's right there within reach, and I put things away immediately. And backing up here a little bit, I got scrapbooking magazines under there and stuff. I rarely use them. Excuse my shoes. And this is my computer and my file. So this is my office / scrapbook area. And when I first moved in here 8 years ago, I had 2 shelves underneath there, and I had 4 of these file boxes with my paper and embellishments, and I put 2 on the top shelf and 2 on the bottom shelf. And every time I needed whatever I wanted, I'd pull out that heavy box, and I had enough of that. So then I built this cabinet here with two big drawers and hanging file racks, but I've changed it since then. So I had all of my paper and embellishments in racks in there. And then I decided, well, I just really like having things handy on the counter. So I got 2 of my boxes out, and I've got this. This is all of my colored paper filed, and I got little tabs showing what color it is. Anyway, so I've got it all organized by color, because I'm one who scraps by color. So that's my colors. And then this box I have multicolor and brown and black and some plain paper for crafts. So that's where I keep most of my paper. That's my everyday paper. And then down here in my bottom drawer is my subject paper. This is for babies, animals, teens, Disney characters, Disney princesses, dogs and cats, school, sports, birthdays, and the holidays, 4th of July, Valentine's Day, just all of my holiday paper there. And then I got vacation paper and summer paper and travel paper back there. And then I've got a bunch of old calendars, very old calendars, and sometimes I cut those up and use them for scraps. And then I keep all of my stencils in here, and I hardly ever stencil. And then I've got my Christmas stencils and stamps in this pocket, and the Halloween stamps in this pocket, and birthday stamps in that pocket, pet stamps in this pocket, and then I got some silk flowers in this box. I'm kind of minimal. I don't have a lot of stuff. And then I got some glue in here, and I've got this box right here. I made a lot of things to make embellishments with. One day I sat down and took lots of strips and put them on little pieces of paper like that to make embellishments. And I had a whole bunch of glitter paper and vellum that I never used, so I cut those into shapes to make embellishments. Here's some glitter circles. So I got all these little fancy things here to make embellishments. Here's a green one and a blue one. So I got that. I'll put that away. And then I've got this box. This is all of my photo mats, and I've got those sorted by color. And I also add little frames, because I don't want to forget what I have, and they're right there, all sorted by color. And then I've got these 2 big frames here. I'll put those in there also. I got them all sorted by color. Then I had all that glitter paper and vellum paper, so I also cut those up, and some of those into mats. I cut some into strips and some into embellishment things. And this, I have a lot of tags in here, all kinds of tags, and lots of tags sorted by color. And I have a lot of like the Project Life cards in there. I don't do Project Life, but I like to decorate my pages with them, and sometimes I like to add things to them and customize them. So that's my tabs, and that's everything in those drawers. And then up here I got some extra tape and stuff, and then I've got my ribbon. I have 3 drawers of ribbon here, and it's sorted by color. I just wrapped around these little spools. So I have 3 drawers of ribbon. And then this is what I've been working on for the last year. These are all of my specific embellishments. Dogs and cats, birthday, school, sports, travel, holiday, Halloween, winter, and animals, household stuff. And what I've been doing is I am very big on decorating my pages with borders and tags. So I've been making borders, and I just put them in a page protector, and I use just a little speck of glue, not very much because you're going to want to pull it off without damaging it. And I just keep them in there so I can just flip through at a glance and find a nice border if that's what I want. And I like to use up all of those loose things that never get used, and I make these tags. These are in baseball card holders. This is my dog section, and there's some more dog tags I made, and then there's a bigger dog tag, and these are like page ready things for my dogs. I did a whole video on my Christmas book. It's on my channel. So I got all these, and then I also add, I cut out stickers or embellishments, and I just put a speck of glue on there, and I can see everything at a glance and find whatever I want. And I'll be making more tags and borders with these. I got a bunch of dog words here, and then dog embellishments, more words, and then dogs. So I've got everything dogs in this here. And then I also I keep all my dog scraps here. So everything except for the full sheets of dog stuff, of dog paper, are right here for creating more dog stuff. Or if I want to make a dog page, everything is right there. And that's the way it is with all of my books. Sorry. And then, I'm trying to hold the camera. When my daughter was little, I cut out characters and just collected characters to decorate her pages, and so I had so much of them. So I've turned every bit of them into tags and borders. I have a whole Disney section to decorate my pages with, and I got a few stickers left there, and then my Mickey Mouse scraps, and then I got all my Disney princess tags and borders that I made. These are all page ready. I can just decorate a page quickly with them. And then there's some Disney princess words and decorations, and just something really big there. And then I got Tinkerbell, same thing, and Strawberry Shortcake and Barbie, Winnie the Pooh, Care Bears, Littlest Pet Shop, Cars, Raggedy Ann, just all kinds of things. There's Snoopy, there's Clifford the dog, and I just flip through here and I find something to decorate kids' pages with and try to get these used up. I will probably never buy any more character things. Put this back. Sorry about that. Then I got my baby book. I got baby stuff, baby paper, stickers, and I use these tabs here. There's kids, baby, teen section. So I got kids borders, kids embellishments. Here's some boy embellishments and tags. Then I got things to make more, to decorate more pages with. Boys things. And I collected teddy bears to make tags with. And then here's the teen section. There's some teen borders. My daughter's a teen now, so I have a big teen section. I had so much stuff. People keep giving me stuff. So everything is just flip through and find it very quickly. And then I have my everyday borders. Like I said, I am obsessed. I get 3 borders on a page and I flip through. My first page, each side, I always like to keep some family borders. They say family on there someplace because I do family pages. So there's family borders. And then I like to do these with these vintage cars for men's pages, because a lot of time you do a man's page and wow, what am I going to do with a man's page? And these just work really well for me. And then I sort them by color. I've got a tab here for each color. I've got multicolor, black and gray, brown, yellow, orange, red, pink, purple, blue, green, and then I got a few that go diagonally, or vertically, I don't know, across the page, because I only do 8.5 by 11, so they're kind of short. So I've got all that. So that's my border book. And then words. You know, words come with all kinds of stickers. They're all over the place. I used to never use my words because I don't know what I have. I don't know where they're at. They're scattered everywhere. And so, like I said, I make my stuff by color. So I cut up all of my sticker pages and I put everything exactly where I would be looking for it. And I don't like to waste anything. So here's my word book. And I got a whole section here on family, any color. And then I've got a section on friends, because those are things that I would specifically be looking for. There's brother, and sorry, I'm going so fast. And then I got the friends section. And then I start in with multicolor. And if I want, say, if I'm doing a orange page, I flip open the orange section and I look real quick. I can see everything at a glance. These are all of my words. And then I choose what I want and I reach in and I pull it off and make my whatever I'm working on. So this is my words book. And then in the back, there's a few things that don't really know what to do with. I got all these word bubbles, plain and with words on them. I pretty much never use them, but if I do, I can find them. And then somebody gave me a sewing stickers, so I put that there. And then religious things here, I don't have much of that. And then I have a lot of angels. So I put the angels with the religious things. And then I've got cameras and movies. And this is like get well, illness, things. And then dentist, not much for dentist. And some ladies, some pretty ladies. I like to make tags and borders with those maybe. So, and I know exactly where everything is at. And then my tags book. I make tags, and I've got these like Project Life things too, and I put those in there because those are page ready, and I can flip through. This is multicolor, and here's one of my tags I made, and so I make them fancy or simple, but I've got things to decorate my pages. Here's some brown tags. These are very nice. So I've got my colored tags here, and everything I have colors of, I'll keep them in the same order so that I know just where things are at. So this is a whole book of tags, And I like to keep it full so I have a lot of choices. But it's very easy once you know what color you want. You just flip through and find something to decorate your page with. So that's that. And then lastly, this is my everyday embellishments. And like, I've got multicolor. I don't have very many multicolor scraps. I have a bag of multicolor embellishments, a bag of multicolor scraps, and then I got multicolor letters. And then each color, well, there's some white letters and some gold and gems, gold and silver letters, vintage. I got vintage, antique, heritage all in here. And then, okay, now here's the black embellishments, black scraps, and black letters. So that's how I do it. Each color has 3 envelopes. And this will be a little tricky. So we'll go with orange. Here's my orange letters. And I keep those in page protectors. And so I can pull out whatever I want. And then I keep that in a plastic bag with the tabs as orange letters. And then here's all of my orange scraps. Not the strips though, because they go there. You see some strips there, but they're shorter than what I need. So I keep all of those together. But I didn't put a tab on there because I did that recently. I moved all my scraps here. I think it's working pretty well for me, so I was going to wait to put the tabs on there. Now here's how this works. With my everyday stuff, I've got this baggie. I'm going to turn it sideways here. And then I can pull, I've glued everything. Hold on. I've glued everything to pages. And some things are loose. When I get something new, I'll just drop it in the bag and it can be glued on later. So then I don't want these in page protectors like I do the things in the binders, because this is my everyday stuff and I want to be able to flip through it pretty quickly and get at it easily. So I got hearts there, some butterflies, some tags and frames, flowers, more flowers and miscellaneous. So everything orange goes on these pages. Some colors have a lot more pages in this, whatever I need. So then I choose what I want, then I stack them up carefully. You got to treat these kind of gently. And then I just put them back in the plastic bag, and everything's easy to access, and everything is all sorted by color. And like I said, I cut everything off the sticker pages, so I leave the sticker on the back of it. I leave the back on. Then I just use a little speck of glue and put it on there. So then whatever I want, I can just pull off what I want. And then you end up with a lot of blank spaces, but that's okay. And you end up with a few loose things, but that's okay. Everything orange is right here in this bag. So that works for me, and that's everything in my scrapping area, and I hope you enjoyed it. I don't have a cry cut machine or any kind of cutting machine. I don't use punches. I don't use stamps. I don't use stencils. I just pretty much stick to the basics, and this is 16 years of scrapbooking, and you saw all the scrapbooks I did with this little bit of material that I have. So thanks for watching my video. Bye.